Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and many of you might have noticed, or maybe at least felt as though the Pokemon population numbers are a little bit lower right now. And it does seem to be the case, at least from everything that I'm observing. We're going to look at a couple of things here, which aren't the most accurate set of data, so take everything here with a grain of salt for sure. But I think it makes total sense, and it's expected even that population numbers would dip a little bit right now between sort of the end of the Lunar New Year event and then up until Johto releases. And obviously we'll talk about all those reasons, but I do think numbers are sort of slightly dipping. I think a lot more players are offline, a lot more players are taking a break right now. So let's go ahead and look at the numbers, at least that we have, and let's talk about it. So this is a website called MMO Stats. This is really the best thing we have on getting any sort of actual data on PokeMMO, and this is just guesstimation data based on some sort of formula they have going based on social medias and everything of the sorts. I don't obviously know the back end of it, but I assume they have some sort of formula or algorithm to calculate this, and it seems mostly accurate for other MMOs and other games. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it will be somewhat accurate. Here we see the peak of the player base over 2022 here in like October. This was during alphas. This was during the Alpha Swarms release, and then obviously leading into like the Halloween event and such. This was a really big deal, a really big time for the game, and all the way back here in July, I believe this was during the 10-year anniversary event. But if we come forward to current day, we see the Christmas event honestly died off a little bit, but still picked up during January and such. And then we came over to the Lunar New Year event right here, stayed pretty solid. And then the Lunar New Year event ended like right here. And then whoop, it just came down. You see? So as soon as the Lunar New Year event ended, right about here, around here, it just immediately came down. So we went from around 23K estimated daily players, if you can see that. Maybe I'll zoom in here really quick. There we go. This should be a bit better. But we're at 23K players around February 5th to 7th. We went swoop all the way down to around, now we're sitting at around high 17s to 18K. We bumped up there for a day or so. But yeah, we're sitting at around 18K. So losing like 5K, daily active players when your numbers are around 20K or so is a big deal, right? That's like what, a fourth of your player base to lose on a daily basis. It seems like not that much on the graph, right? But when you think about it, that's like a fourth of your daily player base. It's kind of a big deal. 25% player decrease is kind of a big deal, but that's okay. And it's expected, and let's talk about all of the reasons, all of the multiple factors that play into that. So obviously, as I kept pointing out on the graph, it seems as though player base is dropped off at the end of the Lunar New Year event. Now, events are always a high point for population for the game, and it makes sense. Things are super hype, super interesting, super important, and impactful. But not only is the end of the Lunar New Year event the end of the Lunar New Year event, it's also the end of event season. So essentially, event season is Halloween, Christmas, and Lunar New Year event, and they're all back to back to back, and players are rushing and scrambling to try to earn enough money to invest into all of them, or make enough money during them and play the events, etc., etc. So it's usually a very stressful, hectic time alongside all the side activities like the wisps and collecting all the Zodiac tablets, for example, trying to get Shaman. There's so much stuff to do during events and so little time to do it. Everyone's usually very stressed, but it's very fun. It's very high action, very intense. So what happens is you do all of these intense, high action things for like 3 to 4 months for like a period. And then once it's over, everybody needs a rest. Everybody needs a break, and it's truly the perfect time to take a break right now in PokeMMO. And if you're watching this, maybe you're one of those people taking a break, and I think that's awesome. I definitely encourage you to come back, obviously, but it's always important to take breaks from games and such, and it really is the best time right now. Because the event season is over, and Johto is coming in spring 2023. So I think everyone's sort of general consensus, everyone's sort of thought process and plan, take a break after event season, rest up, prepare yourself, and then as soon as Johto releases, everybody's going to jump back on, binge that bad boy, try to see all the new content, try to get through the region, all the new shinies, all the new gyms, try to find out new money-making methods, just discover new strategies. It's going to be a really fun time. I think that's the general consensus of most people. I think it's just sort of a subconscious consensus we've all kind of come to. Now, it's also important to note that this is usually just the slowest time of year for PokeMMO every single year. So this isn't a this year only case. It's a, oh, this is happening again case. And then on top of it, there's all these other factors. So it really makes sense why that 25% drop is there. Honestly, that 25% drop is pretty good considering all things. It could be a lot lower. It could definitely have dropped down to, I think last year it dropped down to like 15K or 13K or so, which is totally fair. It makes a lot of sense. Players are taking that break. For those that don't know, summertime is generally the most populated time for PokeMMO. Kids are off of school, teachers are off of work, a lot of people take off work, college students take off time, a lot of people are sort of able to relax a little bit and play some video games and hang out, and college really opens up, summer really opens up the ability for a lot more players to flood into the game. I know that I myself personally have been kind of taking a break from the game. Now, obviously, my quote-unquote breaks from the game are probably not equivalent to your average player's breaks. I've probably been playing around 1 to 4 hours a day every time or so. Well, it depends on the weekends and stuff as well, but I've like 1 to 4 hours a day or so on average, and that's kind of my like lower time period, as well as, putting in less work and kind of taking a break. That also was due to do with Valentine's Day and my girlfriend's birthday, and I've been sick, so there's just a lot of things going on in the world right now, I think, with everyone, right? So I think player numbers are a little bit lower right now, but I think that's okay. That's expected. I think that's actually quite healthy and doing quite well considering all things. Like, still being at 18K is pretty good in my opinion. If you're one of those players taking a break, more power to you. I'm really happy for you. I would love to see you come back when Johto comes out, and I'm excited for Johto to come out. If you're one of those players who's still playing, that's awesome. Come hang out with me in streams, check out the vids, and hopefully my content can carry you through a little bit of a quieter time. Hopefully we can still have some fun. I'm sure we will, but I appreciate you guys watching today. Have a great day. Make sure to like this video if you did enjoy it. Dislike if you didn't. That's okay as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on Twitch, which is linked down below. I stream Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. EST generally. Discord is also linked down below for updates on streams, videos, content, all sorts of fun information there. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and most importantly, hitting up my PayPal/Venmo do really allow me to stay full-time and allow me to try to make the best PokeMMO content every single day. Thank you guys for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Peace. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and if you're watching this, that means you watched until the very end of the video, and I want to say thank you so much for that. Hopefully, it was a positive asset on your day. And I want to say thank you to everyone's name who is listed here. These guys go above and beyond and are positive assets on my day and allow me to do what I do, trying to make the best PokeMMO content every day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.